Hey guys, so I wanted to make a video about a problem from quiz week 4 that seemed a little bit trickier. So I wanted to go through it today and show you how to solve it. So it's this problem here where you use the graph to determine the domain and range of the function. So again, this was quiz week 4, which covered sections 3.1 and 3.2. So for this guy here, hopefully you can see it. Actually. Okay, so again, this was quiz week 4, sections 3.1 and 3.2, and for this one in particular, you were simply asked to find the domain and range of the function. So you were given a graph, and all you needed to do was find the domain and the range. Well, the domain is all corresponding x values, the range is all corresponding y values. So in this case, when we're asked to find the domain, we're asked to find everything from this point to essentially here. The arrow indicates that it goes on and on into positive infinity. So you don't know technically where the graph could end. And so in this case, when we're looking at the corresponding x values, at this point, this is -4, -2. So this is x equals -4. The other thing to evaluate is the point itself. So at x equals -4, that point is filled in. And so that's going to be used representing a bracket because it is a filled in circle, which means it is included in our domain. And so from x equals -4, where -4 is included, the arrow indicating that it could go off to positive infinity on the x-axis farther than you could, than we know. And so in that case, it's just -4 to infinity. And infinity is always represented with a parenthesis, so you don't have to worry about that one too much. So that's the domain. The range is a little bit different, but again, this arrow indicates that it could go down into negative infinity on the y-axis, and we have no idea where this graph could end. So it's always going to start, we always read the range from bottom to top, so we always read it basically this way. And so this negative infinity is where we're going to start. And then it's the corresponding endpoint on the y-axis. So at y equals -2, this graph discontinues. It doesn't go any further up the y-axis. And so -2 is our ending point. But again, we have to evaluate the point at -2. And in both cases, the point is a filled-in circle, so it is included in the range. And so we're going to actually use a bracket to represent that. So that's it for this one. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, thanks for watching.